So, I'm not good at making videos. And I'm not good at speech. I kind of stutter. I'm just kind of an awkward talker. But, I just want to say something. I just want to say something. I just want to make something clear. Valve is not the same Valve as it used to be. And I don't think a lot of people understand that, truly. This is not the same Valve that made Half-Life 2. This is not the same Valve that made Team Fortress 2. Not the same Valve that made CSGO. This is a company that gets endless amounts of praise just because they don't worship and serve Moloch, unlike every other big gaming studio and company. Since they don't literally aren't the worst thing ever, they get all the praise, and we have set our standards to an astronomically low sort of thing. Because, yeah, Valve might be a little. Valve is better, admittedly, than Xbox, than PlayStation, than probably all the rest. Because ultimately they have a better PR team. That's ultimately what they have. And maybe they're a little more consumer friendly after a couple lawsuits. Did you know that? They had a lawsuit to make their Steam refund policy better. They didn't do that out of the kindness of their heart. So that's just shit. But what am I trying to say? I don't know. Oh yeah, Steam, Valve. It's not the same Valve. They aren't making anything. They aren't doing anything. And then they say they come up to the consumer when they can easily buy a cheap Xbox or a relative like for half the price of $1,000, 500. Buy a PlayStation or something for half the price of a Steam machine with a controller, and they could buy that. They sit you there, looking you in the face, $1,000 Steam machine and Steam Deck, mind you, and they say, buy this, buy this Steam machine, even though we aren't maintaining our games, we are letting TF2 die, and frankly, it's coming to CSGO soon, I believe. I think that might be something happening in the future. It's just, they're just a shit. They're not the same. They're mismanaging everything. Half-Life 3 doesn't exist, and they say, buy the Steam machine, $1,000, please. You know, um, it's just disheartening. TF2 is not a good game. I mean, it's a fun game. It's a really fun game. I have gameplay of it in the background. It's a slideshow. I don't have good settings. I don't have the best thing in the world to record with. But you get me. It's just Valve has completely mismanaged and fucked up this game and not done anything meaningful to it in almost 10 years now. Gonna be 10 years. And they ask up front to the goy masses, $1,000, please. It just blows my mind. If this was Ubisoft doing it to this, if this was Ubisoft saying that TF2 just, or EA not upkeeping the games, everybody would be up their ass. But it doesn't seem like that. Nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares. It's over. Well, it's not over. I don't. I think Valve's gonna actually succeed with this. Genuinely, I think Valve, a bunch of the goys, are gonna eat up the goy slop, the Steam machine slop, and they're gonna think it's the most heckin' wholesome thing in the world. Gonna post on Reddit how good the Steam machine is, while the bots come back in TF2. the seasonal updates get worse and worse every year. Horrible maps, horrible everything basically, Is and then they ask $1,000 for a piece of hardware that is not up to snuff for at least $1,000. $1,000 for that, for something that runs like that? No. No. That is shit. That's not good. I don't I'm rambling. I'm kind of schizoed out all the time. It just makes me sad. It just makes me sad. It makes me sad. Hope I just hope we all wake up to this. We are the consumer. We do not need to be doing this to ourselves and letting the multi-billion-dollar corporation do this to our favorite games and franchises and ask for $1,000 and more. You know, and I do acknowledge that Valve is marginally better. They're better than Xbox, PlayStation, EA, basically all the rest, because they have, because they got sued in a lot of cases. But it's just kind of sad, you know. Just we have power, and all I'm saying is, don't buy the Steam machine. Don't give in to the Steam slop. Don't give in to the Valve slop. Don't buy it. They are ruining our favorite games. They're neglecting our favorite games, our favorite franchises. Half-Life 2 is never coming out. I mean, mark my words, maybe it will release with the Steam machine, but then again, I don't even think, I don't know if Half-Life 2 could run on the Steam machine, frankly. Would that even do anything? And I don't know. I don't know. Don't eat the Valve slop. Please. They're laughing at us. Please. We need to show Valve that just because they have a better PR team, they can't get away with all this shit that they have been doing. And that's mostly all I got to say. This is just upsets me, man. Just upsets me. This is not the same company. It hasn't been the same company for a long time. And you can do something about it. Don't buy the overpriced Steam Goy slop. You are not cattle. You don't have to buy it. You can probably buy a better PC for at least a couple $100 more, for those spec. I mean, don't buy it. You are not cattle. Show the multi-billion-dollar corporation that you won't eat their slop. Okay? That's all I'm trying to say.